Hello nerds and welcome to another episode of Skywars. Today I'm talking about something that I do not believe that I did not talk about it yet. Although the channel is fairly new, so please subscribe. But I did not expect that I did not talk about it because it's extremely interesting and I think it's kind of rare. Like it's very bizarre. So this is the story of how I discovered that I can draw. I do not know if this happens to people. Maybe it turns out that it happens to everyone, and I'm just making a fool of myself here. I just look like a buffoon. You might be like JamesKosmo. What do you mean you discovered how to draw? You mean that you've learned how to draw, right? You've learned how to do it. No. No, I did not learn. I never learned. I never took a class. I never took lessons. No, nothing. Never even did it as a hobby. That's the whole topic of the video, right? So basically, in my whole school career, until the end of high school, I would never draw, right? Until the very end of it. I would never draw. And I mean, somebody introduced me to Edgework, then I would draw the character sometimes, but I would never do it in class. Or I would do it, in like German class. Who cares about German, dude? Ich bin JamesKosmo. Where bist du? That's how far I got, alright? And it was because of a dumb song in middle school. I'm off topic. So, basically, I would be very well behaved. I would not do anything that would offend anyone in any way. So I did not want to draw because, that would be sacrilegious, dude. This guy's very good. And we can win them all anyhow. Basically what is happening, I was sitting there in computer science and I'm a huge nerd, so I know most things that I need to be, knowing. So I'm just sitting there and a person that I know, not a people, and a person that I know comes up to me and he's like, dude, I really want to make a game. I know that you do Blender, I know that you know a bit of Unreal Engine. Do you want to just do some character designing? And I'm like, hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. So, I scoot over to the back of the class and we sit together and I'm like, alright, so here is a piece of paper and my pencil and let's start drawing. And I draw a kind of realistic, semi-realistic person and I never drew anything like that before and I immediately nail it. And he's like, "Oh, dude, how did that person die? Did they get banned? They got banned. Oh my goodness, are we gonna win because of Watchdog? I cannot even believe that I'm saying this. Watchdog is doing its job, and this guy is forging the blade of gods. Yeah, no, we're not. We're not dealing with that right now. Oh, he's the last person. We should be dealing with that. Will he jump? No. No, I thought that this is kind of awkward for commentary, you see, because that is high stakes gameplay. And I do not mean the food. Was that humor? I tried doing a pro move. We cannot win them all. So now I'm sitting there with this person who I met like a couple of months ago, and we're designing his character for the supposed video game. Anyhow, and I started drawing with no guidelines, no nothing. We just say things, and I put them on paper. And mind you, I do not have a very good, not imagination, but I cannot see that well the thing that I'm imagining. Like I think it's called a fantasia when you do not have that at all. Basically, if I tell you to just imagine an apple and you can imagine the apple and you can actually see the apple. And some people can't see that. So that's a foundation. I have, there are levels to that, and I think that I have slightly a fantasia because I can, see a very vague picture of what I'm talking about. So, it's not like I have one of those things where I can basically just copy and paste it. I do not know how it works, honestly. But I bet that that can be helpful. Also, we do not have a shirt nor boots, so this can't be going good for us. Anyhow, so, he's like, after I kept, drawing, at some point this guy goes like, dude, you never told me, or I've never heard that you can draw. And I'm like, yeah, no, I can't. And like I look down on what I've been doing, because you look in when you draw, you do not see the whole picture many times, although you should. But yeah, I did not do that, and I like shut my britches, dude. I got flabbergasted, I got dumbfounded by how good it was. And alright, it was not amazing as a masterpiece of art or anything, but for what it was actually quite good. And yes, I know I'm tooting my own horn and, sucking on my own teeth this whole video, which can be very infuriating. Especially if you cannot draw and you're trying. I must be the hugest asshole. This video is gonna have 40% like ratio. And the 40% that have liked are gonna be me, my alt account, and my friends. And family, I guess, although my family does not watch my... Anyhow, I'm getting off topic again. So yeah, that is a thing That is the thing that happened, and this is how I learned that I can draw. My friend, or the person that I knew, I guess, was like, "Oh, now this guy just acquired strength." And this now we're not doing that. All right, let's play another video game for fun and for me to show you all of my all of my masterpieces. I went to make a joke that it did not work at all. What was I thinking? Yeah, anyhow, so yeah, these are just my thumbnails, I think, because I'm a person that makes things like 3D models and stuff and just deletes them immediately, which I realize it's a very, very bad thing to do for 3D models. I do not care about drawing. But it's an oh, this guy is kitted out. It is an extremely bad thing to do because I do not have a portfolio, I realize, and I'm not interested in making a career in 3D art at all. Uh, but you know, it would not hurt having a portfolio, right? Right? Yeah, so basically I do not have many things to show you, so these are just thumbnails. And a cool GIF that I made the day that I learned that I can draw. So yeah, and it's also made in Gartic font because I did not have a drawing program. I'm telling you, man, I did not draw. Subscribe, nerds.